Inside this car are multi-millionaire business owners Matthew Mollicone and his wife Kimberly. Matthew is seconds away from confronting the man who's been in a secret affair with his wife. He has a plan to get revenge, but has no idea how horribly it's about to play out.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Stay away from my wife. I don't even know what the f*** is.
We're taking 150 back to the road.
You need to get back over here.
Give us my wife.
Get to work, please.
Hands up! Walk out, do it.
As officers rush to the scene, they're met with multiple shooters, families scrambling for help, and 2 critically injured victims. And while Matthew sits in the back of a cop car, he has no idea his wife, the one he just got into a shootout over, is lying feet away with a fatal wound to her neck.
Please. She didn't make it. She died.
Oh, no! 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 Sheriff's Department.
Police are stepping inside the nearly 8,000 square foot mansion of Matthew and Kimberly Mollicone, arriving in the middle of a rapidly developing homicide investigation. The married couple are well-educated, successful business owners. Together, they run State Barricades Incorporated, a traffic equipment company generating an estimated $3 to $6 million annually. They live here with their 3 teenage children, and from the outside, the Mollicones appear to have built a stable, comfortable, and luxurious life. Or so it seems. Because behind these walls, someone has been living with a dark secret, one that's been buried for years, and it will soon change this family's life forever. These officers are here to execute a search warrant following the sudden passing of Kimberly the previous night. They need to document the scene, collect evidence, and piece together what led up to the incident.
Sheriff's Department.
Sheriff's Department.
We have overlooking upstairs.
Polk County Sheriff's Department.
I'm gonna clear this wing. Sheriff's Department. There's another room upstairs.
Inside the mansion, the wealth is impossible to miss as officers sweep through multiple entertainment spaces and rooms dedicated to leisure. But as they look deeper, grim details start to emerge.
Looks like maybe drugs on the table, boss.
Yeah.
And there's cocaine on the table. This is definitely a sign of there's a big struggle going on here.
In the basement, on a coffee table, officers find lines of laid out beside a straw and a razor blade. The physical findings inside the mansion are only the first hints of what's been happening behind closed doors, and the officers searching this home are walking through the opening chapter of the tragic downfall awaiting the Mollicone family. Approximately 15 hours earlier, around 7:15 p.m., Kimberly and Matthew start their night in the basement of their mansion, drinking, smoking, and using substances. This is not the first time they've done this, but this time, an argument about Kimberly's affair with another man is in full swing. Matthew believed the affair ended years ago after he confronted her about it, but earlier that day, he discovered it never stopped and that Kimberly transferred nearly $60,000 from their company funds to her lover's debit and credit accounts. Around 7:15 p.m., the argument escalates physically. Matthew begins throwing objects, breaking glass, shoving Kimberly, and shouting insults, and the basement starts to look like the aftermath of a struggle. At 9:20 p.m., the couple leave the mansion in their white Jeep Grand Cherokee. Matthew has one firearm on his hip and another accessible inside the vehicle. At the same time, Kimberly's secret lover is at home, winding down from a barbecue with his pregnant fiancée, his parents next door, and his sister's kids playing outside. They have no idea that within minutes, their quiet evening will take a drastic change.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
An ambulance.
What is the address?
House. Pull out a...
What is the address?
I don't know the address here.
Where are you calling from?
There's a house just south of 29 Mile on the east side. I'm in the line of fire.
Okay, where is the person with the gun?
I'm behind the car.
Where is the person that is shooting?
He's in the house.
Sir, do you have a weapon on you?
Yes, I do.
You do? What is your name?
Matthew Mollicone.
Approximately 5 minutes after this alarming call, a team of 31 officers from the Macomb County Sheriff's Office is mobilized and dispatched to the location. All they know is that a man named Matthew Mollicone is trapped in the line of fire and that somewhere nearby an active shooter is targeting innocent victims. When officers arrive, they quickly notice Matthew taking cover behind a smoking car.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Hands behind your back! Don't move. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Her name's Kim. Her name's Kim.
Don't move. Don't fucking move.
I'll put him around the bed.
All right, I got my wife. He's in custody.
Homeowner and shooter still in the home. I'm walking on the back seat of the white Jeep.
She didn't deserve this.
Okay, we got a shooter in the house right there.
He's 35-ish.
White
35 years old.
White t-shirt.
Black hair, white t-shirt.
What's his name?
Danny.
Yeah, Danny, 35 years old, white t-shirt, dark hair.
Don't trust him. He carries 2 guns.
Possible 2 guns.
Help her, please. Never mind the shooter.
Not doing.
Help, never mind the shooter. You're behind the car. Get to work.
Matthew is clearly distressed, begging officers to save his wife, Kimberly, who is still trapped in the backseat of a car about 100 feet away. 300 feet beyond the car stands the shooter's hideout, a house with multiple windows, an open garage door, and countless angles from which to fire. In the next few seconds, the officers must make a snap decision: neutralize the shooter first and risk Kimberly bleeding out, or step into the dangerous open field to save her.
Anybody in the Jeep, step out now with your hands up! Hands up! Face away from me! Get out of the Jeep!
I got you. Take care of her. Shit. All right. Let's go. Come this way, Mark. Come this way, Mark. Cover.
Kim, hang in there. Ambulance.
Do we know how many shooters we have in the house?
You pulled me in front of the front door. Pull her this way. Pull her this way now. 5 feet. Come on, let's go. Come on, man. It's time to start shooting.
So at this time,
This ambulance needs to get through. She's more important than that asshole. She don't deserve this, man.
We need.
Hey, get to work, please. Please, I don't care what you know. You gotta get to work.
You need to get back over here.
Lay down.
You, it's my wife. Get to work, please. Please. Please, I'm begging you.
Sir.
CPR something.
Sir.
CPR.
Listen, we have an active shooter, man. We can't. I can't.
I'll do it then.
I need a car.
Police car down this way.
Need cover.
We need a piece truck.
We have, looks like 1 gunshot wound to the neck.
Her caller says there's an elderly male with a white t-shirt just at the garage. Her father, not the shooter.
Okay.
After managing to pull Kimberly from the car, paramedics begin working urgently to save her. She's been shot in the neck and is unconscious, so every passing second matters. At the same time, SWAT prepares to move in and neutralize what they believe is an active shooter barricaded inside the house. At this point, officers are operating almost entirely off of Matthew's account, thinking there's an armed gunman inside. In reality, there's no active shooter at all, only a wounded homeowner and several family members inside the residence. Without that context, every tactical decision carries enormous risk and could put innocent lives in danger. And within seconds, that possibility is tested when the 2 elderly parents suddenly emerge from the house.
Hands off, hands off. Disgraziata puttana vecchia. You're ruining my boy. Yeah, put the shit out of bitch. You bitch.
Valentino, other than her.
Come on, walk out to us.
Come here, sir.
Right behind you, so it's secure.
Come here. Maintain cover.
Sir!
Omani, come on.
Sir, stop 1 second. Ma'am, you keep walking towards me. Stop.
Come on.
Here,
right here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Over here. Hands behind your back. Right. Hands behind your back. It's okay. 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 It's okay.
Who else is in the house?
My daughter alone, my little grandchildren.
2 little children?
My daughter, Gabriella.
Your daughter, 2 grandchildren, and your
yes,
son?
my...
Where's your son at?
In the floor.
Yeah. Right here, Salvatore. That's why I have a piece back next to your left foot.
Because of a language barrier, officers are only able to piece together fragments of what the elderly couple is saying. It sounds like their son is wounded inside the home, along with his fiancée, sister, and 2 children. Strangely, the couple themselves appear unharmed, despite having just exited the same house where the alleged gunman is believed to be hiding. This observation leads officers to believe that the wounded son inside the house is the gunman Matthew claimed had been firing at him when police first arrived. But before they can reassess their strategy, someone else suddenly rushes out of the house.
Come straight out. Towards me. Ma'am, go to your right side of the car. Your right. Keep your hands up, you can see them.
With the 3 more family members out of the house, police now believe only 2 people inside remain, the elderly couple's son and his fiancée. And based on Matthew's 911 call and earlier statements, they're operating under the assumption that the son inside is armed and extremely dangerous. So officers tighten the perimeter and cautiously advance towards the house, preparing for a potential shootout.
I got it. I got a revolver on the ground here.
Hold that ground.
Yep, I got a revolver on the ground right here. Hey, Ryan, careful. I think the shooting happened right here. So I see a shell. I got a pistol. So just watch where you're stepping.
There's a couple more guns in the house. We just got the 2. We're going to try to get this guy out.
Sheriff flat! Sheriff flat! Show me your hands!
On the ground, on the ground!
Take that around, on the ground! There's the red hand down, okay? Face down.
By the way.
There's a 22 in that closet. We'll just leave it there, guys.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. Hey, listen, dude. It's gonna hurt, but it's for your best good, all right?
It's been bleeding out,
right.
man.
No, they have the time.
What's your name? Danny, I'm Jason. How you doing?
Inside the residence, officers find 38-year-old homeowner Daniele Giannone suffering from 2 gunshot wounds. Beside him, his fiancée Eljona is desperately trying to stop the bleeding. Police call in paramedics to treat Danielle's wounds. Daniel himself doesn't appear to be the aggressive gunman Matthew described, and as officers begin speaking with him, they quickly realize the situation may be the complete opposite of what they first believed.
Or if it went in and then came out. Okay. So.
Well, I was running it away, so, but.
I don't know how many obvious shots were fired.
Whatever was in that gun.
This is the gun that shot you here?
No, that's the gun I had him with me.
You didn't have a rifle?
No, no rifle. I have
If we help you stand up, or do you want us to carry it?
Keep the camera back on.
Give me a hand.
Keep the camera on.
Yeah. What's that?
104.
Yep, got it.
By some miracle, officers finally managed to stabilize the scene without further casualties. Following this, Daniel is placed on a stretcher and carried out of the house to be transported to the hospital. Thanks to his fiancée's quick efforts to control the bleeding, he has a chance to survive. However, the outcome is different for Kimberly, as on the other side of the property, paramedics reach a grim conclusion.
No. She's dead.
We got an active shooter scene going on.
We can't leave her, but we can't just take her because she's
Tragically, Kimberly does not survive her injuries, leaving behind her 3 children and her husband Matthew, still unaware that she's dead. With that, the case immediately turns into a homicide investigation, and police must determine exactly what happened, as it's clear something isn't adding up. Just a few hundred feet away, Matthew is placed in a patrol car and transported to the station. Daniel's fiancée, sister, and parents are also taken to the station for questioning. Back inside the house, officers finally have a moment to breathe and begin piecing together what happened. But not for long, because they're about to discover there's an entire basement they missed during the initial search. It's completely unchecked, with something interesting waiting downstairs.
We got enough of these. I'll take them.
I don't know. We cleared it pretty quick, so just take a good look around. I know there was a Ruger 1022 in one of the closets.
Okay. All right. You clear pitch check? Ryan? All right, come in with us. Come out of here. You go with Justin, I'll hold this. Yeah. Finish clearing that. We got a door closed. Separate room from where I'm at. And call the service. Yeah, this will help. I'm just gonna open it. Go ahead. Don't go. Don't go.
What happened? Pass you okay?
Yep.
Yep.
Room clear.
Clear.
As if things weren't already complicated, the officers just stumbled upon something entirely unexpected, a seemingly hidden marijuana grow operation. But the biggest discovery is what they don't find: CCTV cameras. Officers already spotted multiple cameras around the house, making the absence of any in the basement suspicious. This exact CCTV system will soon prove crucial to solving the case, revealing exactly how the shooting unfolded and who fired the fatal shot.
Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras.
By the time the house is fully cleared, police begin locking down the scene and send Kimberly's body for autopsy. Following this, some of the most experienced investigators in the state are brought in to take over the case, led by Detective Frazier of the Macomb County Sheriff's Office. Frazier quickly begins identifying the people he and his team will need to focus on: Matthew, a supposed victim of the shooting; Daniel, the wounded homeowner; and Daniel's inner circle, mainly his sister, Gabriella, and his fiancée, Eljona. Despite the detectives' combined decades of experience, this case will push them to their limits, eventually leading to one of the most morally controversial trials in the state of Michigan, and forcing detectives to make one of the hardest calls of their careers: letting the man who fired the fatal shot walk free. It's now 3 hours after the shooting, and based on preliminary statements from responding officers, investigators believe they may be dealing with a volatile dispute between two families, with multiple shooters in the picture. So they need to determine what sparked the conflict and who fired the fatal shot that ended Kimberly's life. However, there is one major problem ahead. In cases like this, there is no neutral ground. Every statement will be biased, and each person will blame the other side. Additionally, both primary suspects are temporarily off the table, as Daniel is being treated at the hospital and Matthew is too emotionally volatile to be interviewed. Still, investigators have to start somewhere, so they decide to begin by interviewing Daniel's family, starting with his fiancée, Eljona. Her account will be compared against other witness statements, looking for inconsistencies that might expose the truth. But for Eljona, this interview serves a different purpose, as she will slowly begin to realize that the man she plans to marry has been living a secret double life for years.
Anytime you want to be done, just let me know. You're not under arrest or anything like that. We're just trying to piece together what happened. As I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, I would like to know kind of like...
Okay.
We like heard like little shots and I didn't like for a second, I was like, oh, is like Danny like scaring the chickens with like a fake gun or something like that, because like we have 6 chickens and they always come to the front and we're trying to train them to stay in the back.
Okay.
Not that I wasn't concerned, but I was like, oh, maybe it's like the chickens. But then it was like shot after shot after shot after shot. And I was like, girls, like come over here, like stay away from the windows, and like, and then SWAT came in, like literally like hands in the air, like,
okay.
I guess, you know, whatever, I don't know, I guess that's how it works. So, and then we were out, then we came out of the front door too.
Based on Eljona's words, it appears she has no clear understanding of what sparked the shooting. In reality, she knows more than she thinks. She just needs the right questions to connect the dots.
There's no way. There's
who's
no
this
way.
guy at your house?
He said stay away from my wife, so that's gotta be either somebody he's like
Ellie.
Either been with or is with right now.
Ellie?
I don't know.
Who's he been with?
I know he was with the lady, but
what's her name?
Kim.
Okay.
But as far as I know, they were like done.
Okay. So why is he showing up at your house now?
That's a good question now. I don't understand why she would come with him, like why she would bring him there. That's kind of weird too, though. If I was having an affair, I wouldn't exactly take my husband to the person that I'm having an affair with.
Sounds like maybe things didn't end there. If this guy's showing up saying that.
Great timing.
Things are finally starting to make sense in the room, and it's becoming clear to detectives that Eljona's fiancé, Daniel, had a past affair with Matthew's wife, Kimberly. Yet Eljona seems clueless that the affair was still ongoing. She's convinced it ended long ago and that they were happy together again. Whether that's the actual truth remains to be seen. By now, investigators understand they're dealing with people who have secrets, and that no one involved can be taken at face value, especially the 2 men at the center of it all, Daniel and Matthew. So with Eljona's statement recorded, investigators wrap up the interview and prepare to speak with Daniel's sister, Gabriella, the mother who fled the house with her terrified children when SWAT arrived. Unlike Eljona, Gabriella will prove far more aware of her brother's secret affair with Kimberly.
There's a lot going on tonight, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
This is horrifying. Horrifying this would happen in our home. My mom was inside. I could see them over at his house. My brother was barbecuing. They were hanging out. Girls were excited. DTE comes. We start having a conversation, telling me what's going on. Well, then I started hearing crazy rounds of gunshots. Like, not normal. So I look over, and I just start hearing yelling. I see this white Grand Cherokee in the driveway, a lady out of the car screaming. At that point, I had no idea who it was, what was going on. This maniac comes at me, ready to shoot me, and my husband. I heard the lady go, "No, Matt, no, she has kids. No, Matt, no." And my husband's like, what? And I dropped to the ground. I pissed myself, lost my shoes, everything.
Were you able to see where Dan came from?
I don't know for certain. My brother has a CPL. He didn't have it on him, obviously. We were home. Who would think that something like that would happen? I'm assuming he ran in, grabbed his gun, and came out.
Okay.
To defend himself.
He normally carries a gun?
He has yes, he always has his concealed pistol on him, always. Okay. This is something a crazed lunatic would do to a family.
Naturally, Gabriella takes her brother's side, claiming Matthew was the aggressor and insisting Daniel acted purely in self-defense. However, this version of events will later be called into question once detectives finally get their hands on the CCTV footage. For now, though, Frazier shifts the conversation to Daniel's secret affair, hoping to uncover whether Daniel could have killed his own lover, worse yet, in front of his own children and family.
As far as Dan goes and this fella that shows up, have you ever seen this guy before?
I have seen him once. My brother Dan and Kim Mollicone. The reason why I found out who Matt was is because I saw her and she's like, "Matt, no," and I knew that was her husband. So I knew that she had relations with my brother years ago. I know that she's had a tumultuous relationship over the years with her husband. That's all that I know. She used to call me on numerous times, basically telling me, you know, what's going on with her life. I felt bad for her because I knew that she was an addict, and I know that he was an addict.
When's the last time that you've talked to her?
Maybe a few months.
So it's been a little bit of
But she would call me from different numbers all the time. It would never be her number because I wouldn't pick up for her
Does
number
she ever
anymore.
text you?
Yeah, from different numbers again. Because I would not pick up for her anymore. I had her blocked. I didn't want to expose myself to that anymore. I didn't think it was appropriate. And my brother knew that. Like what happened today I know is wrong and it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Highly inappropriate.
Yeah, I understand.
And mortifying. And my children would be exposed to this. I'm very disturbed.
Yeah. Okay. And that's
rightfully so. I mean,
and
and my parents, and my 80-year-old dad, and my 76-year-old mom. I feel like I'm in a movie right now.
Gabriella leaves little room for doubt. The affair between her brother and Kimberly is, in her view, the catalyst for the entire confrontation. With that in mind, detectives conclude Gabriella's interview and begin weighing their next move. Lead Detective Frazier has more than 2 decades of homicide experience, and by now he has a working theory of how the shooting began and what connects the 2 primary suspects. But one crucial detail remains unresolved. Who fired the fatal shot that ended Kimberly's life? Approximately 6 hours after the shooting, investigators receive a critical update. Daniel has stabilized and is asking to tell his side of the story. An hour later, officers wheel Daniel into the interrogation room. He appears visibly shaken and still in pain. There's a gunshot wound above his right knee and another injury on his right foot. Just hours ago, he was bleeding inside his own home, with his family only feet away from the deadly crossfire. Detective Frazier knows that Daniel is a man with secrets. Everything he says could be a carefully crafted story, and for all they know, they might be sitting across from Kimberly's killer.
Hey, how you doing?
I've seen better days.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Obviously, there's a lot of things that took place tonight, so I'm gonna start by just kind of letting you, why don't you just tell us what happened?
I was just in a girl, I just got done barbecuing.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, this white truck, I didn't know who it was at all, The white truck came out and a man came out of the car. Came towards me. I didn't know who it was. I had my business truck outside. I figured, somebody wanted something, but he came to me pretty aggressive. And from that point on, it's just like a daze for me. And he, he showed me his gun. You know what I'm saying? And I had my weapon on me, and I'm like, leave. And next thing you know, he's ready to fire shots at me. And that's all I remember, I swear. Everything was blank from that point on. I just was I froze. I don't know. I froze when he pointed that gun at me, started shooting, I just froze. I don't remember anything, I just froze.
According to Daniel, Matthew arrived out of nowhere and immediately started brandishing a gun on his property. But this is where the story begins to blur between self-defense and murder, because detectives are about to learn that Daniel's own actions may have set the deadly shooting in motion.
Would you be able to just kind of draw me a layout of where your garage and how your driveway is and stuff? Okay.
Oh, the barbecue was right here. Because I just got done barbecuing. Work van was right here.
Okay. So this car pulls up
right in the freaking driveway, he owned the house.
Okay. So that car pulls up and you're outside.
I'm outside. I'm in between the garage, inside the garage.
Okay.
He comes up there. Stay away from my wife. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden, it hits like a light bulb. She comes out of the car, and he's he's brandishing his gun when he's walking up, he's about to shoot me.
What do you mean by that?
He had his gun, he was pulling it up, you look like he was ready to fire. He's ready to fire, and he's ready to grab his gun, and boom, I shot one in the air. I'm like, get the f*** out of here.
You shot one in the air?
Yeah, because he was gonna pull his gun out. And he looked like he was about to leave. The bastard started firing shots, and I ran out, and I ran for my life at that point. I'm out of bullets. So then I'm running around the house. He got me. He's firing at me at the corner of the house. I had another firearm inside the garage.
So you grabbed that second firearm?
Yes.
And what is it? What kind of gun is that?
It was a Glock.
Okay.
So it was a 27 compact.
Okay. This is the time that you need to get this out, okay? We don't want to go down the road and you be like, oh no, I said, you know,
everything is on surveillance camera.
Okay.
Everything is on surveillance camera. I'm going to tell you like what I remember, because after those shots were being fired at me, like I just don't remember anything after that point.
So
like I just like panicked. I panicked when he started shooting at me. Like I panicked. I just wanted him to leave.
What Daniel has just revealed is exactly what investigators have been waiting for. During the house search, officers observed multiple cameras positioned around the property, pointing directly towards where the shooting occurred. Detective Frazier knows he needs access to that footage, but he must wait for the right moment to secure Daniel's cooperation. Up to this point, Daniel has presented himself as nothing more than a victim, claiming he fired only a warning shot. Yet, something about his story isn't adding up. Throughout the interrogation, he never once mentions the other person in the car, Kimberly. Detectives already know about the secret affair from speaking with Daniel's relatives, and they're not about to let him off the hook. So Frazier begins to apply pressure, forcing Daniel to drop the act and expose one of his secrets.
Well, let's get into a little more detail leading up to the point where you froze.
Well, I saw like the woman come out of the car, and I'd known this woman, you know what I mean? I didn't know she was married or anything, you know?
So here's, I'm gonna tell you right now, Dan. Some of the questions that we're asking you, right? We might already know the answers to some of them, right?
I know.
And I'm not trying.
This is your job.
I'm not trying to play games with you, and I'm not trying to act like I know something you don't, right?
I'm trying to go home and get this done as possible.
So here's the deal, Dan. You know, obviously Kim was somebody that you knew, right? Yes. And you knew her on a personal level?
Yes.
Can you explain that to me?
Oh, I've known this girl for quite some time, and ever since I met my wife, I've just parted ways.
Okay.
You know.
I'm trying to put this together. We did get the information. We know that you had relations with her. Let's go back.
I've had,
right?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to figure out is why tonight?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right, Danny, what happened recently? Why would this come to fruition tonight?
I swear on everything, I have no idea, because that's what my wife is telling me, what is going on. I don't have any calls from, like, I don't call her, period.
Now, I know in the past, your now fiance had some issues with her.
Yes.
Do you know if maybe these two started talking recently, or has she alluded to that maybe, do you know if Kim knows that you're having a baby?
I don't know.
It's just Tuesday night, 9 o'clock at night. Why now?
I don't know. That's the same thing I'm trying to get at, because I haven't been there in a long time. It's already been 2 years that was done. As soon as I met this girl, I was done. I'm like changing my life around, man.
It's evident that detectives are onto something here. Daniel insists he hasn't seen or texted Kimberly for 2 years, something that can easily be verified once they access his phone. Though Daniel's phone holds something far more important to the investigation, CCTV footage. But once detectives decide to ask Daniel for access, his answer will raise serious suspicion, to say the least.
No, me and my wife, man, we're best friends. Like, we do everything together. If I show you my phone, I'll show you the things that we do. We are always...
How can I access your phone?
Well, why you guys need my phone, though?
Well, this is what's going to happen. We have your phone. We also have your fiance's phone. We're going to get the information one way or another.
The other part of it, too, is it just goes to the other part of this story, right? Because obviously there's a couple sides to this story. You got your side, you got his side, right? Obviously his take on things is different than yours, right? It's gonna be, right?
You're presenting us with your version.
Yeah.
We have another version. Guess what? We've got cameras that caught it all.
Right.
We need to look at that.
Yeah.
If we don't get to see these cameras,
I need to speak to somebody to tell me, to direct me the right route, guys. You got to understand. I want to help, but I have to have my lawyer.
What kind of cameras do you have?
I have Ring cameras.
Ring cameras?
Yes, and they're surrounded the
you,
whole house.
You said it caught the whole thing, right?
And it should have, yes.
I know what you're doing, Danny. You want to watch this first and make sure that it all adds up.
No, I'm telling you guys 100% truth, guys. Honest to God, I have nothing to hide. I want to help you guys, but now, like...
Are you worried about it?
Absolutely not. This man came to my house. I mean, this man came to my home.
Are you into some other illegal activity that you're worried about on your phone?
Absolutely not. No.
Like, I know you have a grow.
I have my license for it. I gotta speak to somebody. If I could speak to somebody, one of my family members, to see what the hell, like,
real
what
quick,
I should do.
I do want to let you know something though in this situation. Kim, she's dead. So she was struck by a bullet and she's dead. So, I mean, apparently nobody told you that.
I don't know what the hell happened if he hit her.
Did anybody tell you that, Danny? Okay. So maybe this will shed a little bit of light of why we have to do our due diligence here, because somebody lost their life.
He came to my house. I did nothing wrong.
We're just trying to make
I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. They came to my house, man. I had my nieces, and this guy is shooting at me. Fucking 17 fucking shots.
Needless to say, this is not what investigators were hoping for. Even after Detective Frazier brings up the marijuana grow operation in the basement as leverage to encourage cooperation, Daniel quickly clarifies that everything is legal and refuses to grant access to his phone without an attorney present, effectively forcing them to end the interview. With Daniel's refusal, detectives become more certain than ever that there's something on that phone he doesn't want them to see. Yet, the only other way to access it is through a search warrant, something far easier said than done. Now, it's Daniel's word against Matthew's, a development that complicates the investigation significantly. The CCTV footage could have been crucial during Matthew's interview. With multiple cameras around the house recording 24/7, the answer to who fired the fatal shot lies somewhere in that footage. Despite this setback, detectives settle on a strategy. They decide to hold Matthew overnight, time that may pressure him to break and reveal how the shooting really unfolded when the interview begins. In the meantime, officers obtain a search warrant for Matthew and Kimberly's home and head there, hoping to find anything that could help guide his interrogation. When officers arrive at the Mollicone residence, they're initially met with signs of wealth and comfort, but that impression fades quickly once they step into the basement.
Is it just the rifle on that table?
Ready.
No. No.
Only Paul's in there right now. There's
No, but there's definitely signs of stuff being thrown and shattered. There was definitely a struggle in his.
It's clear that the basement was the aftermath of a violent altercation. Officers also discover cocaine residue and a straw, suggesting that Matthew may have been heavily under the influence of drugs and alcohol during the shooting. As they continue the search, officers locate multiple gun safes in the basement and elsewhere in the house. Upstairs, in the primary bedroom closet, they find a small, clear plastic bag containing cocaine. Taken together, the findings paint a picture of a home stocked with firearms and narcotics, details that will be crucial during Matthew's interview. With the scene documented, officers relay their findings to Detective Frazier, who decides it's time to speak with Matthew. He's been restless for hours about Kimberly's condition, still unaware of her tragic death.
Is she okay?
I wasn't out there, sir. I've been here the whole time.
You can't find out for me?
I told you we couldn't tell you, sir.
Oh my God. No. God, help her. God, please. She didn't deserve this. What's up?
Hey.
How's my wife?
All right, here's what's gonna happen.
Is she okay?
Matt?
Yeah.
If I unhandcuff you, you're gonna behave yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we don't have any issues there?
What?
When I unhandcuff you, I want you to have a seat, okay, partner?
Oh boy, it's not good.
No, it's not good, but...
Is she alive? Is she alive?
Hold on. Relax. Sit down.
Is my wife alive?
We're gonna talk real quick here, okay? Hold on 1 second.
Oh my God. Tell me. Please.
She didn't make it. She died.
Oh no! 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 Oh my God, no! No! Oh my God! Was she shot in the chest? Oh my God! I'm sorry, I was next to her. We were trying to get the out of there as these shots were driving in reverse. Oh my God! Oh my God! What has she done?
Matthew appears devastated, unable to control his emotions. Yet, to Detective Frazier, something about his reaction feels off. Detectives like Frazier are trained never to take anything at face value, carefully watching for even the smallest inconsistencies in a suspect's behavior. And in the moments that follow, Frazier's instincts would prove correct, as Matthew's behavior is about to shift completely.
What just happened? Psycho! That asshole! Oh my God! Did he make it? That's why my wife's dead, because I'm a horrible shot!
What a psychopath.
Do you want to tell me about it?
Sure. This guy and my wife have been having an affair for 9.5 years. I found out about it 6.5 years ago. And I found out about it again 45 days ago. We were going to the house for her to tell him, stop calling me, I'm done with you. He's engaged too, you know. He's cheating on his fiancée, she's cheating on me, you know. She was gonna end it. And I said, I'll go with you. Make sure it's safe there, because he's got him and the girl there.
After his emotional breakdown, Matthew suddenly regains composure, prompting Detective Frazier to question whether the reaction was genuine or calculated. But once he's calm, Frazier asks Matthew to walk him through the shooting step by step. It's a strategic decision to lock him into a specific version of events, especially because Matthew has absolutely no idea the entire confrontation was captured on surveillance cameras.
Her and I get out of the car. As soon as I get out of the car, he comes out of the garage like this, like a police officer, right at my face. And I put my hands up. And I say, whoa, bro. And she screams at him, Danny. And I said, stop with my wife. As soon as I said that, he shot at me. I ducked around to the back of this car here. And I pulled my firearm and I started shooting at him. He ran this way. I said, Kim, get in the car. We got in the car, we were backing out, and he shot my wife. And the car stopped working. I couldn't get it in gear. So I got behind the car and I called 911. That's it. That's how fast it. When he shot my wife, the car like stopped somehow. And I got out, he was shooting at the car. I got out of the car and I was shooting back again. And he ran around the side of the house. And then I didn't see him no more. And then I went to my wife and I hid behind the back of the car. Why would he do that? Like, she went there to talk to him. And this guy comes out like goddamn Rambo, firing his I had my hands in the air with no weapon. My clip was concealed, officer detective. My gun was in its holster and concealed. I was like this.
As expected, Matthew's story is the complete opposite of Daniel's. He insinuates that he acted in self-defense and claims that Kimberly's death was simply because he's a bad shot. Though one detail in his account immediately stands out, Matthew insists his weapon was concealed the entire time. Yet, when he reenacts the moment and raises his hands, the detective can clearly see that the gun would have been visible. But before Detective Frazier can press him on that inconsistency, he is called out of the room with a critical update. The CCTV footage has just come in. Daniel has finally agreed to grant access to the footage, either out of guilt or confidence that it will clear his name. So detectives immediately begin combing through the recordings, and it doesn't take long before cracks begin to form in both men's stories. At 9:30 p.m., Matthew's car arrives at the property, and at first, events appear to follow his version of the story. The first gunshot heard in the background is fired by Daniel as a warning, just as both men described in their interviews. But in the minutes that follow, things begin to unfold very differently from what either man claimed, and it will determine which of them spends the rest of his life behind bars.
Get out, Danny! Get out, Danny! Matt, get in the... Get out, Danny! Stay away from my wife! Stop it! Stop it! Stay away from my wife! Danny, no! You said, no. Who else has a gun here? Get out of here, let's go! Who else has a gun here? Let's go! Get out of here!
In the chaos, as both men exchange gunfire, a single bullet tragically strikes Kimberly, and although Matthew was clearly the aggressor, the fatal shot came from Daniel's weapon, complicating the investigation and making it harder to determine who is truly at fault. Armed with this new evidence, Detective Frazier returns to the interrogation room, ready to apply more pressure, knowing the CCTV footage has completely dismantled Matthew's version of events. And in the next few moments, Matthew would unknowingly dig himself into a grave.
Were you guys drinking today?
Yeah.
Okay. How about drugs? Were you doing any drugs? What were you doing?
A little cocaine,
marijuana. Okay. So you're doing cocaine, marijuana, doing some drinking, and you decide to go up there with her. You're fucking pissed.
No.
You weren't mad. Some guy's boinking your wife.
Detective, listen.
And you're not mad about it?
I've known about this for 6.5 years.
Right.
I was mad.
And
now,
you were told it was cut off, right?
No.
And then today you're told it's not cut off.
45 days ago I was told it's not cut off.
And you're saying your wife was driving, and your wife was in that driver's seat every time you guys went to leave, went to do whatever. You're saying now that your wife was in the driver's seat.
Yes, she drove there, and she got in the driver's seat and put it in reverse.
To back up.
Correct.
But the car wouldn't. What happened with the car?
I don't know if we hit something. It was smoking. Maybe he shot it. I don't know. It wouldn't move.
What do you mean you were? What is that?
I had it in reverse, and it felt like it was stuck, either in some mud.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't going. And then it started smoking from the hood. And when I saw that, I got out of the car.
So you were, it was like, was it like, you had it in gear, but you were stomping on the gas? And
she fell over to the side. He's shooting at us at this point. I hop from the passenger into the driver, turn it, and it won't go. And I'm like this, you know? Mm-hmm. And it won't go. So then finally I put it in park and I get out and I go behind the vehicle, and that's where I called you.
In a not so unexpected turn, Matthew admits to taking beforehand, something detectives already knew after searching his house. It's at this moment that Detective Frazier would finally confront Matthew with the one piece of evidence he can't talk his way out of.
I don't know anybody that's gonna buy this. I wasn't mad. I went there like all cool, all great. Just thought it was gonna be a, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that for a second, Matt. And I don't think anybody else does either, because it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's going to be easy to prove your theory wrong.
Go check for blood in the garage or a bullet hole in the garage.
Also the cameras.
Okay, there you go. Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras? Does he?
I can't tell you on that.
Well, I hope he does. You better, you'll look for those, correct?
We gather all the facts.
Okay, good.
Everybody's got a story, right, to tell.
I hope he's got cameras.
You know, the problem is that you drove up there in that driveway, and that started this whole chain of events.
What's illegal about that?
One of the cameras, you know, those Ring doorbell ones. One of the cameras was pointing right where you guys were.
Okay, good.
And you're telling me right now.
This is true.
You'll see. You're saying this exact story is true. What you described to me.
Yes. I hope.
And that's it. You're not
leaving anything out. That's how quick, and that's what happened.
I don't know how this is going to play out. I really don't.
The truth prevails.
Hopefully it does.
With the evidence laid bare, Detective Frazier concludes the interview. Now he and his team need to do their due diligence before making the hardest decision of the entire case. Who, if anyone, should be charged for Kimberly's death? In the days that follow, recorded jail calls capture Matthew sounding confident he can beat the case, insisting the truth will clear his name.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Love you guys.
Love you.
I miss you.
Miss you too.
I'm gonna get all this situated. I'm gonna get home to you soon, okay?
Alright. Thank good.
Okay, good. I got the truth, I got God, and I got the best lawyer in the state of Michigan. So I'm gonna get home to you guys soon, alright?
Alright, Dad. Sounds good.
As Matthew waits in jail, detectives and prosecutors continue investigating to determine which of the two men will ultimately be held accountable for Kimberly's death. On paper, the answer isn't obvious. The fatal bullet came from Daniel's gun, but the CCTV shows Matthew initiating the confrontation. Detectives and prosecutors debate two options: charge both men and let a jury decide, or treat Daniel as a homeowner defending himself and his family and place the legal responsibility solely on Matthew. In the end, they make the call. Under Michigan's self-defense law, even if Daniel's bullet killed Kimberly, Matthew created the deadly crossfire and therefore bears the legal responsibility for her death. With this, Matthew is formally charged with attempted murder for shooting at Daniel, voluntary manslaughter for Kimberly's death, and multiple counts of felony firearm. In the weeks that follow, investigators uncover a darker side of the marriage. Multiple witnesses describe a pattern of alleged abuse between Matthew and Kimberly, including physical violence and intimidation. That context offers detectives insight into why Kimberly may have gone along with an armed trip to her lover's house instead of walking away. 2 years later, in May 2024, Matthew's jury trial begins. During the trial, the two sides present very different versions of the same shootout. Matthew's lawyers argue self-defense, claiming Daniel was the one who came out armed and aggressive, forcing Matthew to fire back and protect himself and Kimberly. They portray him as a devastated husband and a father who snapped under emotional strain. The prosecution frames Matthew as a jealous husband who armed himself, consumed drugs and alcohol, and drove to Daniel's home looking for a confrontation. After an 8-day trial, the jury rejects Matthew's full self-defense claim and finds him guilty. He is sentenced to a maximum of 40 years, with parole possible after roughly 18 years. Meanwhile, Daniele Giannone, the man who fired the fatal shot, is ultimately released without charges.